name is Angela Miller, and I'm a 5th grade math teacher. I've been teaching for 7 years now, and we're going to talk about multiplication today and a few strategies that you can use as you're learning multiplication and as you are practicing multiplication. Okay, so some of the strategies we have here are equal groups, repeated addition, and arrays. Okay, so the equation that I have posted is 5 times 3 equals 15. And an equation is basically saying that the left side is equal to the right side. In an equation, you have factors and you have the product. In our equation, 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 and 3 are the factors. And these are numbers that we use to multiply together in order to get what we have, 15, the product. Okay, now we have 3 different ways to model 5 times 3. The first one is equal groups. Equal groups is basically groups with equal numbers in each. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, and in each group there are 3 X's to represent 5 groups of 3. The next example is repeated addition. And multiplication is basically repeated addition, multiplying or basically adding the number over and over again. So 5 times 3, we're still representing the same number. 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 15. 5 times 3 equals 15. The very last one is an array. An array is rows with equal number in each. So I have a 5 by 3, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, which still gets us to 15. Now, using what we just learned, factors and products, we're going to do a few practice problems. The first one I would say is for a 3rd grade student. So I have 22 times 4. 22 times 4. So the first thing I always say, start by multiplying the ones digit, which is here, by the digit here and the digit here. So if I'm not sure what is 4 times 2, I always come to the side and make a T-chart. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. And 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm basically skip counting. 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I'm looking for 4 times 2, my product is going to be 8. Once again, so since the numbers are the same, the digits are the same, so I go across. 4 times 2 is 8. So the product of 22 times 4 is 88. Number 2. Now this is more for a 5th grade student. 123 times 16. Okay, so we always start with, and I tell my students that we always start by multiplying our top number, or this top number, by the ones place. So you only focus on multiplying the top number by the ones place. So 6 times 3, 18. Got to make sure that you carry correctly so the 1 goes above the 2. 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1 here. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1, 7. So this is the tricky part, because this can either make or break your answer. So we always say scratch, 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 land 8. So now I'm going to multiply 123 by 1. And any number times 1 is basically that number. It's that reflection of that number. So I drop a 0 here because now we're multiplying 123 by the tens place. So 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so now I'm done. So I now find the sum. So I add it all up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 7 is 9. And 1 by itself, you just bring down that digit And so I now put in my comma behind every 3 digits, and I always box off my answers so I know what the product is. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for next week's Concept Tuesday.